Welcome back, terrestrials. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. And Jerry's starting to feel a little bit better, so we're
Yeah.
back to doing a two-person review. In this episode, we're doing 1996's Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Um,
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
yes.
Let's just keep saying it.
Yeah, let's just keep saying it.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah. Um, I think yeah, obviously let's start with the stars. Let's
Okay.
get that out of the way. What do you give it? Or
Um.
letters,
Okay. Yeah, I
sorry.
was about to say, fucking, you want to start? Okay.
Steven Seagal's,
Uh,
whatever. Whatever you feel
um.
like. Popcorn bags, whatever.
I don't know, like good C plus in the middle, a little bit better than a middle. You know. I like. All right. Where are you going?
All
Because
right, so I'm gonna go B minus for comedy, action comedy. Just it's the only reason I say that is because it's so nostalgic and it's so much of my childhood. Like
okay,
this
good, because
was
that
okay.
was going to be my next question. Does this movie hold up from when you watched it last?
Yeah, I get so much more now since like I'm older and I can understand. Like when I was a kid and I'd watch it and like Keenan would come on the screen and go, message. Like
Right,
I got it, but I wasn't getting it like I do now. Like
right,
I
right.
understood the message of Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Juice, all those movies. I understood them, but I didn't understand what he was doing in this movie.
Hmm.
So now I see those little things. Now I see the hypocrisy of loves white women, like
Right.
preacher, preach. But now I see that, and I'm like, okay, like back then it was just like I don't okay. You know what I mean? Like in 96 I was 10. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't understand the levity of what was happening, but now I do and it's fucking hilarious. Um so yeah, I think that it holds up. And I'm one for comedy, allow comedy to be comedy. Say whatever you want as long as it's funny. So, even the insensitive things that are said in the movie, I'm still like, yeah, no, I don't care. That's funny. Like it's still funny to me. Like it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's a parody, so
Well, yeah, yeah. But no,
like,
I mean, even on its own, like the jokes that are written, like, when like his dad that's only a few years older than him,
which
um,
is a great bit, but
yeah.
I felt like that just kind of like it a lot of my negative from this comes from like, oh man, they have so many great like things in here that just kind of like go nowhere and then they go next. It's just it feels
Well,
like
you got
each
to
scene kind of
understand.
like next,
Well, I don't need to
next.
tell you who these people are.
Right.
These people are the Wayans. They come from a sketch show.
They come from a
So
sketch show. Yeah, it
these are a
feels like
bunch
sketch
of
shows.
little sketches that
Right.
they strung together into a movie. So is Scary Movie, so is any other movie that they put out that is in the
But
parody section.
Scary Movie feels more together, put together
Okay,
of
but
a
this was their
movie
first
structure.
go.
This is their first go. Correct. Correct.
So you're right. It does feel like a lot of things don't pay off and but they're hitting these major marks of a bunch of different movies.
Movies, right.
So to tie seven different movies in together to make one storyline, no, they use they use the whole like they basically use Menace to Society and Boys to the Hood. Like
And
those
juice and
well
fucking
yeah, but that's their
or is it
storylines. Their
juice?
storylines are Boys in the Hood. He's going to get out of the hood. He's going to leave with the girl, blah 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 blah. That's the main plot. That's their main movie that they're
Right.
parodying. Then they scooch in all these other different movies. So yeah, it is going to feel more sketchy and there aren't going to be payoffs and things like that.
Right.
But if you watch it and you go, Yeah, no, that's funny. I get that. Yeah, no, that's funny. I get that. Like, if you don't watch it as a movie and you watch it as what it is,
Right.
then yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, it's no blank man, but you
No,
know,
not at all. Or fucking Astro Man for that
right,
matter.
right,
Meteor Man, not Astro Man.
meter man. But
Have
yeah,
you seen that poster that's been going around?
uh,
It's a AI poster, but like people are like pumping Meteor Man and Blank Man team up
oh,
and
nice.
shit. And people are like do it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay the ticket right now. I'll buy a pre-made ticket if you put that together.
Well, we can talk about that later. But yeah, so I mean, yes, is the movie choppy? Sure. But it's trying to take memorable scenes from a bunch of different movies and make it into one movie.
Correct.
I think that they figured it out a little bit better. Um,
One scary
in
movie.
Scary Movie, yeah, but I think Scary Movie was a little bit easier because their base was Scream, and they just kind of inserted other dumb little things into it. But if you
Right.
look at it, like, there's parts where it's Scream, and then all of a sudden it's War of the Worlds, and then
Right.
all of a sudden it's
Well, they have like so many horror
right,
tropes
right, and
to go
the
into
right
compared to these like 90s
sad hood movies,
sad hood movies. Yeah, basically.
right,
Hood movie.
yeah,
Um like I think also hindsight 2020 what really like hinders this movie like
hmm
in a perfect like little like cocoon
hmm
where people know kind of about it,
hmm
but I think it's the shadow of Friday because Friday was the perfect one of the sad hood movie
Hood movie.
comedies, you know.
well, yeah, also
Like everything in this movie, Friday did, but Friday did better because they're not parroting anything.
right,
They're
they just
just
made a
made a
comedy
movie.
version
Yeah,
of it.
made a comedy. Yeah.
They made a sad hood movie comedy, but also it came out after this. This came out, like, I think they filmed at the same time,
Yeah.
and this was released first, and then Friday came out.
And
So if but you better believe that if Friday came out 2 years earlier, that there would be parodies of it in this movie.
yes.
Friday got saved by it being put out later.
Yes.
So, I think that I think
And
that
being a fucking terrific ass movie.
well, that's very true. Ice Cube just finally signed the papers to make Last Friday
Right.
officially now. So, because
Hey,
we've been hearing about it for
fucking
10 years now.
that movie was getting ready to be called fucking Sunday or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah. It's taken for fucking ever.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think for what it was, and again, they're comedic geniuses. The
Yes.
thing that took me the most out of the movie, and I understand like the dramaticness of it, or the dramatic exaggeration of it, but they didn't need to do Marlon like that. Like, they could have made him look silly, but they played that character way the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's what you remember.
they turned
Like
everything up to 10, but they turned him up to 100.
I do like
Like,
my God, I
anyway.
watched this movie and like, I was like 13, like you
Yeah,
said, and you goddamn right I watched it because what'd you say about my mama?
yeah,
Or fucking brace yourself, fool. How
yeah.
many fucking times
It
did I hear
wasn't
brace
even
yourself?
it wasn't even that. It wasn't even this. It was just the look,
The
like the
cartoon,
fucking
yeah.
the baby a pacifier little bag of weed hanging out. Like, it's not even that he was dancing with a gun up against the girl's head. She had the gun on his neck. Like, all that shit's fucking funny. That's fire. But
Yeah.
they just dressed him so ridiculous. And he's like, "What about these bunny slippers?
Yeah.
Like, I'll just wear these then."
These
Like, just like,
Uzis and these Jordans and shit. Fucking
yeah,
yeah.
like, yeah. They could have toned him down just a tad bit,
Right.
and because Marlon's good enough that he could have still made that character just as memorable without the ridiculousness of the
Hmm.
hair and shit. So I don't know. Um,
Then you would have ended up with like Smokey. You would have just got Smokey and shit.
yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
Side actors in this movie, holy shit, fucking like
Everybody.
everybody was in the movie, and I'm just like, holy shit, fucking Vivica Fox,
Oh
like
yeah, for
young,
sure.
fucking like
You know
amazing.
they don't allow strong black women in these
Yeah, you
movies.
know these movies don't have positive black female roles or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
fucking Bernie Mac, I love his part. But favorite
Um,
is when he's like, I hate black pepper.
I hate black pepper.
that whole speech, he gives that exact speech in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
That's the whole reason Cuba Gooding goes over to the girl's house and they fuck.
yeah,
Because he gets harassed. And then that's the same thing that this movie does. You know,
with
he goes over
Dashiki.
to Shiki's house and then they bang and he's
I
like
gotta tell you something, I'm
yeah,
pregnant
I'm
already.
pregnant. Yeah, yeah.
Like, see, those moments are like, yeah, that's great comedy.
Mhm.
Like, not the like when they go to jail and it's like the Farrakhan guy in
Mhm.
jail and like he's like, thank God I'm out of jail, you know. But like just these small moments of like the running bit of like, yeah, yeah, she slept with everybody in the hood, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
like, and anytime like Dashiki's fucking pregnant and the guy behind the counter and stuff's like,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
it's my
Which
baby.
was I believe that was Faison.
I think so.
It looked like Faison. Yeah, it is Faison, but they didn't allow him, they voiced him over. That wasn't Faison's voice.
I think that was Big Worm.
Yeah, that's who Faison is.
Oh,
Faison
okay.
Love played
Fucking,
Big
I don't
Worm.
know
But
proper names.
they voiced over his actual voice. I think that he wasn't supposed to have so much lines or something because that's not him. That's not him
Right.
talking where he's like, "Oh, he has
Tell you
he
one
has
more
a
time. Let me tell
yeah,
you one more time.
yeah."
Um,
Omar Epps is in it.
yeah.
He gets shot on the stairs. That was another good running joke that white people just keep setting up black people and killing
Yeah,
them and shit.
it's the man.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
man and
yeah,
shit. Fucking
yeah,
geeking out about that shit. And then fucking like the scene from Menace to Society with the Asian lady, like you buy
yeah,
now, you know, and like
yeah.
but she's in like
Oh yeah, yeah, she's in
compromised
the
places and
yeah,
shit. And like those are good bits.
yeah.
And the movie has like a bunch of them. Like I said, it's just they're because they're not like they feel like skits instead of
Mhm,
like, oh, this idea goes into this one that goes
mhm,
into this one. The best part of the movie that really does that well is with the ice pick.
mhm.
Is that the character? Toothpick or ice pick?
Toothpick, where he's like cutting the barbecue, like
Yeah,
stabbing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Forgetting like his involvement in the movie,
Mhm,
kind of like as being that overall gangster character,
mhm,
really like cements
mhm.
the stuff in there. So, and I like it that every time you see him, he has a different tattoo on his face.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
The part where they're at the party and he's like, "You ain't never been in the shower and the bubbles hit the crack of that man's ass," and everybody's looking at him like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Ah, I'm just playing with y'all."
Yeah, fucking yeah, because he's institutionalized and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking look at the fucking um. But yeah, I mean, like, or they have that one, the black grandma,
Oh, dude, she's
in
so
this
good.
movie, and she's just
Yeah,
like all over the place in it and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. She just
Fucking
appears
yeah,
several different times. She's like, "You old bitch."
yeah. And fucking when she has to go to church
Yeah,
and then, like the
just
church
break
bit.
dancing and shit.
Yeah. See, I thought that's like, like I said, I hadn't seen this in years, and I was like, oh, does Bernie Mac come? Is he one of the preachers?
No, he's the preacher in Friday.
Yeah, he's a preacher
Yeah,
on Friday and shit. Good Lord, it's
yeah.
fucking. But yeah, like that bit and then they do the dead presidents thing
Yep.
outside.
Yeah.
Um
And the grandma's wearing the
Uh,
dead president's face
yeah,
makeup too.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the movie again, yeah, I could see how you could think it's choppy and skit like and it does play that way, but I think they made it cohesive enough that it works as a solid movie.
right.
I think that some of the things were a little overly exaggerated. Like I think Loc Dog's hair is a little ridiculous. I think Crazy Legs is fucking that whole shit. That whole character is just fucking hilarious. But those are the
And
things
they
that
say I'm
take
never
me
gonna
out
walk
of
again. It's
motherfucker,
like
you
you
couldn't
couldn't
walk in the
walk in
first
the
place.
first place. Yeah.
But yeah, those things are the things that made it feel sketch comedy to me. Like the
Yeah.
absurdity of those things. Like in Friday, you can write a comedy movie and wow, sad hood movie at the
Hood movie.
same time, and they did a good job of it parodying these movies, but
Mm,
they did the extreme a few times that made it seem like a skit. So,
right.
like Crazy Legs and Loc Dog's hair and things like that. Ashtray's dad being like 3 years older than him, or so, like little things like that. Like they're funny,
Not even Ashtray couldn't. Dad
but
couldn't go to the party. He's not old enough. It's 18 or older. And shit. Fucking remember
but
the
that's what
dad's
they
younger.
said. Because in the beginning, he's like, in the beginning, he Ashtray says he's only like 2 or 3 years older than him or something, or a few
Yeah,
years older. But then throughout the movie, he's getting younger
younger.
than
Yeah.
Ashtray, and yeah, he's tucking his dad in and shit, like reading him the sexy story while he's beating off. Like,
Right,
what
right.
the fuck, dude? But yeah, yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. The movie's fantastic,
right.
but
Like,
yeah,
and I think it's like a, what do you call it? Like, nostalgic and like,
yeah,
because like those early like 2000, Jesus, those early 90s fucking hood movies like that
yeah,
where they were coming out and they were really good and they were,
yeah.
showing a side um of society and life that, aren't seen in movies at the time. However, they just came out so hard and so much at the time that a parody like this could exist
Oh, for
where,
sure, yeah.
if shit fucking
It's
and
just
it
like that Bill Burr joke when he's like the white guilt movies. The
yeah.
white guilt movies, like we're all the way down to the swim team now.
Let me ask you a question. How many of those white people are evil movies are they gonna make? It's like it's all the way down to swimming.
They hit so hard and so many, but they were all so good
Right.
that like by the time you like everybody, it didn't matter how good the movie was. People were like, God damn, another one, man.
Hmm.
Like there was seven last month. Like, God. So like, yeah, a parody was definitely going to be on its way.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm happy that they made this movie because it just gave them the opportunity to keep making these movies, and it just showed how good they are,
Hmm.
and it just I don't know, man. It's just a family flex. Like everybody in that family is so talented
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
Keenan and Damon are both hilarious stand-ups, as well as Marlon. Shawn and Marlon are great writers. They're great
Hmm.
TV characters. Like their TV show, I grew up watching their TV show. Like it's just
I always forget the
I
sister's
love.
name
Oh man, there's
because
more
she's
than
in
one.
it. She's the mom
Yeah,
that's like,
yeah.
my
My
baby's
baby.
dead.
Who's this? Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like it's not your baby.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
Kim.
Kim. Yeah.
But yeah, she's great too. I mean, the whole
Hmm.
family is just geniuses. Like they're just everybody in the fucking family. Like, um, but yeah, I like Blank Band. Growing up watching that, love that shit. Like, the family can't do wrong by me. Like
Right.
the scary movie, like 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Like I was over it, but that's also the point where there's just that's why this movie's so good is because there's just the one.
Just one. Just one.
They didn't try to drag it out. They were like, we got enough here to do this one movie, and we're going to do it all the way. We're going to shove it full of shit,
Right.
and then that's it. And, okay, cool. And that's what makes this movie special to me.
Jacob on that matter. I haven't done it in so long. I don't know what the fuck to
I had
say.
to do them to myself in the other
Yeah.
review, and I was
And
like, "What do we do? This.
Jacob,
All
would you
right,
see this in the theater?
yeah,
I think I would too. I think it would be fun to see
yeah.
this
It
in
would
the
be fucking.
theater.
It's funny. It's fun.
Right.
Like even if I'm not laughing out loud, I'm still having fun watching it. It is visually entertaining. It is comedic genius. Like I'm going to enjoy it.
Nostalgic.
Yeah,
Nostalgic. I
nostalgic.
will
So
always,
nostalgic.
because, yeah, I mean, I saw this when I was way too young
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
for sure.
like it was just fun.
Yeah,
Um, Cult classic.
yeah. Obviously, because
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
100%. This is like, if anything that's come from our movie reviews, I think this is the most cult classic movie where not very many people talk about it. And like,
everybody says they know about it though. Like you can say it to anybody, and they're like, "Yeah, I know that movie." And like,
right,
I don't know. They might know the what you say about my. They might know the bigger bits, but
right. Brace yourself, fool.
brace yourself, fool.
Um, would you want to own a physical copy of this?
I do. I own several physical
Oh, do
copies of
you?
this. Yeah.
I don't think I have a physical. I don't know if I have a physical copy of
I
this.
have a VHS copy and a DVD copy.
Oh, nice. I don't know, but I would like to. I would definitely like to have a physical copy of this movie. Fucking. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, absolutely. If you enjoy funny,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, shit. If you fucking breathe oxygen,
yeah,
like
for
the
sure. Watch it.
recommendation should be because yeah, it's a time capsule.
Mhm.
Like, if anything, that's
It's
what it is.
definitely it
It's
definitely
just
is
a
that.
time capsule of
Yeah.
a period in the 90s. Like, this is it,
Mhm.
Like, we'll put the comedy bits in there, but yeah,
Mhm.
there's real fucking shit
Oh,
out
for
there,
sure, for sure.
So